Inside your cat's digestive tract is a bustling metropolis. This is the gut microbiome, an ecosystem of trillions of microorganisms, including bacteria, fungi, and viruses, all residing in a dynamic balance. For decades, veterinary science treated this ecosystem as if it were the same for every cat. The assumption was that a 20-pound Maine Coon and a flat-faced Persian shared the exact same requirements for gut health. But the selective breeding that created unique physical traits and specific feline personalities also altered their internal microbial landscapes. A Persian's gut environment looks very different from that of a Bengal. The impact of these differences is significant, as roughly 70% of a cat's entire immune system is located within this gut-associated lymphoid tissue. Understanding how a cat's specific DNA influences this internal environment is a foundational step toward managing their health as they age. Take the Persian and Himalayan breeds, prized for their brachycephalic or flat-faced anatomy. This shortened skull structure physically alters the angle and length of the esophagus. This compression slows down gastric emptying, meaning food remains in the stomach for longer periods. This slowed transit time changes the oxygen levels and the fermentation environment in the colon. It creates a habitat that favors the growth of bacteria known to produce inflammatory metabolites. In these breeds, the shape of the face dictates the chemistry of the lower digestive tract. Siamese and Burmese cats carry a different genetic profile. They are often highly vocal and predisposed to high levels of emotional stress. This sensitivity triggers a specific biological response. When these cats experience chronic psychological stress, their bodies release persistent spikes of the hormone cortisol. Elevated cortisol physically degrades the intestinal wall. It breaks down the tight junctions between cells, leading to increased intestinal permeability, or leaky gut. This stressed environment is hostile to beneficial bacteria. Populations of Lactobacillus and Bifidobacterium, the species that help maintain balance, begin to decline. A cat's inherited stress response can determine the literal survival of its microbiome. The Scottish fold is defined by its folded ears, which are the result of a genetic mutation affecting cartilage formation. This same mutation causes progressive and painful joint disease across the entire skeleton. The chronic pain originating from this cartilage damage triggers a state of systemic, body-wide inflammation. This creates a self-perpetuating loop. Systemic inflammation wipes out the gut's anti-inflammatory bacteria, which in turn removes the barriers that would normally keep that inflammation in check. In these cases, inherited disease creates a cycle where the gut microbiome can no longer support the body's defenses. For aging cats, this cumulative stress leads to inflammaging, a state of chronic, low-grade inflammation driven by a declining gut microbiome. This process is linked to the acceleration of age-related diseases. Addressing this requires more than standard dry food. It calls for precision nutrition, utilizing high-moisture wet foods and targeted supplements that work through multiple biological pathways. Managing the aging process effectively means choosing interventions that account for the specific genetic vulnerabilities of the breed. One approach to this is the use of precision nutraceuticals. A+ Naturals Immunity Blend is formulated to address several of these breed-specific needs simultaneously. It combines turmeric and medicinal mushrooms like reishi and shiitake. These ingredients work to inhibit the inflammatory signaling that drives the dysbiosis inflammation loop in breeds like the Scottish Fold. The addition of astragalus extract helps modulate the stress response in anxious Siamese cats while supporting kidney filtration in Persians who are prone to renal challenges. To ensure these ingredients reach the lower digestive tract, the formula includes Bacillus subtilis and Larch arabinogalactin. These are designed to survive the stomach acid and reach the colon to replenish the bacterial populations that aging and genetics have depleted. Managing the microbial world beneath the fur provides a direct path to supporting a cat's specific biology throughout its life.